What is up, all you beautiful PokeNoob and Pokemon fans? I'm your host, Keegan, or PokeNoob, here with my lovely co-host, as always, Jill.
Hello.
And we are the PokeNoob Podcast. We have an exciting episode laid out for you guys today, as every week we do, you know. But we have some crazy stuff going on for PokeNews of the week. It kind of goes back to near the beginning of this podcast, the base set booster box talk, sort of say. But then we have On the Hunt. Jill's got something sweet there. TCG talk today. We're going to be talking about some more promo cards that have been leaked for battle styles and some other stuff. And then the rest after that, after the break. Before we roll right into Poke News of the week, Jill, how was your week? You doing okay?
Yeah, it's a pretty good week. I know we're gonna get into the one of the things that we're talking about, which is a break that TN Comics did, and that was pretty exciting. Some fun stuff went down. I didn't.
We saw something
anything.
crazy.
Yeah, very something I've never seen live before, so that was really cool. That was my first time tuning into that, and
so the card we saw pulled on the break was something our eyes have never laid on before, so we will be talking about that later. That's definitely something really exciting. But anyways, we're gonna get right into the Poke News of the week, and for this week it is another box of Pokemon TCG booster packs sells for $400,000 at an auction. And by TCG booster packs, they mean a base set booster box. So I got this article off of IGN, and it was by Joseph Knoop. Hope I'm saying that right. It might be Knoop. But an original Pokemon trading card game booster box has sold in an auction for a record-breaking $408,000. Now, we've talked about some booster boxes, base set booster boxes being sold before. I think when the Dumb Live Money did it, it was around $350K, $375K, something like that. So we can obviously tell that the prices are still going up. You know, this is still something that people are trying to invest in if they have the money. But, you know, obviously we can see that, you know, from near the start of this podcast, it's almost gone over $50,000, so that's nuts. But the shrink-wrapped booster box, a first edition base set from the original 1999 launch, sold at a Heritage Auctions in Dallas, Texas this past Thursday. The box includes 102 base set cards, including the similarly rare original Charizard, copies of which have recently sold anywhere between $150,000 to $220,000. That's just saying the possibilities of pulling that card out of this box. But the first edition base set is increasingly rare due to this limited printing. Obviously, you know, there's not as many as there was back then. You know, first edition booster boxes are extremely rare. You know, if you were to make that kind of a purchase, you know, obviously it would be a smart one in my opinion, because I think this price is just going to keep shooting higher and higher. And even if you pull some of the rare cards from this set, you know, I feel like you can profit way more off the box than you purchase for it. But obviously, you know, you got to have that money to purchase for it first. But this box contained 36 booster packs, as we know, each of them having 11 cards for a grand total of 396 cards, and which are hopefully likely to be mint condition thanks to the shrink wrap. So Heritage Auctions also auctioned off a total of 16 Pokemon-related lots during its 4-day comics and comic art auction, which runs through Sunday, it says. But Heritage Auctions has garnered a total of $1.3 million just from selling these Pokemon cards at their auctions. So you can tell that even they're realizing, you know, this is a big business here. But if for any reason you want to buy this booster box, you know, if you have that kind of money, it says the owner who bought it at the auction is currently considering offers starting at $468,000. So obviously he needs a little bit of profit on that. You looking to buy this box, Jill?
Well, no, I'm definitely not that rich at all. So I think that's just a hopes and dreams type thing to be able to
Yeah,
get
we'll
this.
leave that one to Logan Paul or Logic. Um, Heritage Auctions previously sold a similar Pokemon booster box in November last year for 360,000. So I imagine that would be the Dumb Money Live booster box, probably. Or actually, no, that can't be true because that one was a fake. So I guess they just sold another box. Similarly, in the world of Pokemon TCG, we all know rapper Logic purchased a holographic Charizard card for $220,000 late last year, and that was setting a record for the most individual Pokemon card purchase. But overall, basically what we're learning from this article is that, these first edition booster boxes are just still increasing in price. We just hit 408,000, but obviously the owner of this box is saying now 468,000. So I mean, who knows what it'll go to after that? If someone actually does make this purchase, are they going to reach it to 500,000, even higher than that? Who knows? I think it's getting crazy. The prices of Pokemon cards are still going higher than what we ever expected. But yeah, you got any opinions on this? What do you think about that purchase?
Um, I mean, I'm not surprised that the price of the original booster box first edition is going up. I mean, we talked about it plenty of times before, with all of these people that are famous, or have some sort of a following, buy cards, packs, or booster boxes themselves. Um, it's making it raise the price a lot more because now their fans are like, oh wow, I didn't realize I could make this much money off of Pokemon cards, or bringing them the nostalgia of having them when they were younger and thinking, oh man, I used to have one of these really expensive cards and then I threw them away, or my parents threw them away when we got older and whatever. But yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised that it's going this high. Uh, it's just a shame for, again, people that just already had a love for collecting and you know Pokemon in general, that now it's hard for people to even buy a booster box of a set that came out a year ago. It's extremely pricey. Uh, I was looking for stuff to get Keegan for Christmas and his birthday, and I wanted to get him something. I was thinking about getting him a booster box of but different things. Even just a Sword and Shield base set, and it was like $200, 250 for some of these things, and it's just, I
Which
don't
is
know.
outrageous.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, see, like, I understand the first edition booster boxes being sold for this much because, that's history. It's so long ago. But when it's, connecting to our world of Pokemon cards, these newer cards that are coming out today, and you know, obviously all of them are instantly sold out before pre-order even ends. They the prices, like you said, are raising double the price. That should be near $100 if even, but the fact that it's raising to $200 now, that's crazy. But overall, seeing all these rich and famous people, spend all this money, it's like sort of a good thing, sort of a bad thing to me. I mean, like, I like how sometimes, for example, how we're talking about the live break we did later. Some people actually make their own live breaks with these historic cards, giving people chances to actually get them. Yeah, it might be a lot of money to pay for one pack, but who knows what that could pay out as? Who knows if you pull that hollow Charizard, which is nearly $200,000, that could be it's gambling, it's all a gamble. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting article. I haven't, wanted to touch too much on base set booster boxes as we did before because I don't know, it just seems like the same thing over and over again. But the fact that this one has raised over $50,000 since we last talked about it was just something to be mentioned. I mean, just the fact that over the span of a few months, the price can raise, that much. I just find it crazy. But yeah, anything you want to say before we move on?
No, I think yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Heritage Auctions for, getting these Pokemon cards to the people, to the rich. But we're going to move on to On the Hunt this week. So what do you got for us today?
So for this week for On the Hunt, like last week, it's not necessarily just about the shop, but there is a couple products that I see on here that I keep seeing actually on TikTok. Again, I for some reason my algorithm's like, oh, you're thinking about the podcast. Here's something cool. So I really like is these resin pyramids, and I've been seeing people do a lot of different resin art. And the two that are on here, there is a Gengar one and a Magikarp one, and they're just like pyramid shaped, filled with resin, and they have the Pokemon in the middle of them, and they're just really cool looking. The process of it, I always see videos of people making this type of stuff, and the process of it is just really interesting to me. She also does different Pokemon. I believe you can actually pick out which one you want, and then she will make it for you, and you can pick your color and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, they're just cool little, again, things that you can collect and put somewhere. And yeah, I like I said, this is one of my favorite new things that I keep seeing. There's also coasters that the shop owner does of various Pokemon cards, also in resin. So if you have a favorite Pokemon card that you like, you can, use it as a coaster. And yeah, it runs for about the pyramid things are about $30. The coasters were about 15. Yeah, I don't know. I just like I've been like I said I've been seeing this stuff online now for a little bit, and I think it's really cool. I like the process of it. I like that it's Pokemon related.
Yeah, I mean, all this stuff is 5 stars out of 5 stars, like it is well deserved. These pyramids are definitely really cool. I could see a few of them stacking up on our little table back there with all the Pokemon on it. Um, if I had to pick a favorite, it'd probably be between this Alakazam, or no, is that Alakazam or Kadabra?
Um, it looks like
I think it's Kadabra.
yeah.
But anyway, that one's really cool. He's got the cute little eyes. I like the Flareon one, and I really like the Snorlax one with the green coloring everywhere. But yeah, it seems like, she's really open to working with whatever you're looking for. And then the coasters are really cool as well. She has the Pokemon cards already you can choose from, but it just really, you know, makes these Pokemon cards that might not be worth as much just pop so much more. Like this Charmander right here, the sad Charmander we all love. It's just really popping with that resin, the red sparkly resin all around it. And come on, we all know there's those people who put their drinks next to their Pokemon cards on accident and they might get a little wet. So, you get a coaster with a Pokemon card on it. It reminds you, don't get those Pokemon cards wet, put your drink on here. So yeah, I really like this stuff. I like when people take things to the next level when it comes to Pokemon cards and just giving them an extra pizzazz, something to look at. But yeah, shout out to Pixel Kitten Crafts. This is really cool stuff. Make sure to check her out on Etsy. It's fairly priced too. I think the $15 for the coasters is definitely fair, and the $30 for the pyramids, which probably takes a fair bit amount of time to make, that's definitely a fair price as well. So yeah, definitely check these out. I think everyone would appreciate having these, decorating their rooms up. It's a good find today. So now we're going to move right into TCG talk for this week. And as we spoke of a little bit earlier, for this week, we will talk about how our qualifier went for the team challenge. Sadly, we're still doing them, and neither me or Jill have made it on the team yet, but we have one more chance for one of us to make it on the team. That would be really cool, just to be able to face other stores around ours and, take them on. Uh, this week, I did better than I thought I would. There wasn't as many people. I think there was like 8 or 9 people, so we weren't able to have a top cut. But I made it like third place, I believe, this time. I switched up. I told you guys either last week or the week before I was going to use the Pikarom Mewtwo and Mew setup, and it definitely worked a lot better for me than ADP has been doing. So hopefully, this last qualifier we can bring it in and get a spot on that team. And if I don't, hopefully Jill does. So what do you think about the qualifier? Anything you remember?
Yeah, it wasn't that memorable to me, just because, like Keegan said, it was very short. Um, I don't even know what place I got. I think I won one or two times. We were only then since there was only 8 of us, we've only had three tries to get at it. But yeah. I don't know. I just like I said, I can't think of anything that really stuck out to me. Though me and Keegan did get to go against each other for the first time, so that was pretty cool. Even though we play against each other all the time, it was still fun to be able to, you know, do it in a more competitive aspect.
Yeah, and I was nervous because Jill's beat me before, but Pika Ram and I had to lay down the law. We had to shoot her with some of that electricity, and we got the win. But yeah, hopefully, I think the next one is the 30th. Hopefully we have some better luck on that one, and one of us places on the team. But speaking of TCG tournaments, I believe on the 26th of January, people are going to be starting to get their keys for the Players Cup 3. So make sure to look forward to that if you guys have it set up. I think it's a little too late if you haven't, set up your Pokemon Play account with your PTCGO account and logged onto there. But if you did all that, you're all set and you'll be getting your keys soon. So good luck to everybody who does that. I wish you all the best. I hope we all make it out and qualify and, see each other at the Players Cup. But enough with the TCG tournaments. Another thing that went on this week for us is we had a little bit of a live break. And if you guys are familiar with TN Comics, I've talked about them before. One of the owners from it, Wiz, was hosting a live break. And we got some cool stuff. I remember, actually, we just got the package today. We got two Eldegoss Vs, Japanese Rillaboom VMAX, and we got probably my favorite card out of all of those. One of the new shiny Colossals from Shiny Star V. Not one of the big picture ones, but one of the smaller shinies. And I don't have any of those yet, so it definitely was exciting for me. But some other cards were opened by other people, and if you guys aren't familiar with a live break, it's when one person has a bunch of packs that are being sold, and he opens them on a live stream, and whatever you for your packs, whatever you open, they get sent to you in the mail. But we stayed tuned and watched some more people open up their cards. And Jill, you want to explain what we saw that night? It felt like we were
So,
in the presence of a god.
yeah, it was so funny because we were about to get off, because we watched quite a bit after, because Keegan was the first person to get open, to get his packs open, but we still continue to watch just because, I love watching Pokemon cards getting open, and I love opening them. So it's like,
Can't
a
help it.
very fun, yeah, it's a very fun thing, and we're about to get off. Well, before that, a person uh got a bunch of, I believe it was a Vivid Voltage,
No, he got a bunch of Champions Path.
Champion's Path. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, a bunch of Champion's Path, and said, "Hey, I just need a Charizard. So if it's not a Charizard, just give it to whoever." So they were given out to people that were watching the stream.
Yeah, and shout out to
And
that guy again before you go on. I don't know if he listens to this podcast, but I know his name in the Discord is Scott and Cyndaquil. And, it was just very generous of what he was doing. He's just out there hunting for his Charizards, and he said, you know, these packs that he paid for, if, there's no Charizard, just throw them in someone else's boxes. Let them get delivered to someone else's way. So that's awesome of him to do.
that's very
I
nice.
think I actually got another Eldegoss V out of that because we only pulled one, and they pulled
Yeah.
another, so it went in my box. So thank you for that.
But I believe with that, there was a pool of a rainbow rare trainer. I forget who it was.
It was Kabu.
Okay, it was a rainbow rare, and that was ended up given away to somebody that was watching the show. And then afterwards, somebody else was getting some Shiny Star V open.
And not to mention, this was this kid's first pack of Shiny Star V ever. So he even asked to keep the pack art because it was so special to him.
And lo and behold, the shiny VMAX Charizard.
Japanese, too.
Gets pulled. And I was nervous. And not even nervous, I was just like heart racing. And it wasn't even for me.
I know, it was...
And nothing to do. It was just so crazy to watch that getting pulled live.
Yeah, I've never seen a card like that. We don't have any shiny Charizards or anything like that, but the fact that we even saw it getting opened by someone else was just like, whew, exhilarating. Like my heart was beating. But the one thing triggers me a little bit, but not really. I mean, it was the kid's first Charizard, first pack of Shiny Star V, so he deserved it. But we also got a pack of Shiny Star V, and Wiz asked us to pick a number 1 through 10 for which pack to get. And I'm thinking 7, but then Jill at the last second calls number 3. And I already had 7 in my mind, so I threw 7 down.
I don't think it was 3 though that got pulled. It wasn't
3?
No, it was like it was like 10. It was like 9.
Either way, we still had a 1 in 10 chance of getting that Charizard VMAX. And imagine if we did though. Gosh. Like, I don't know, just to see that card in your hands, I think I'd pass out or something. But yeah, that's the main thing we really wanted to talk about from the break, just being able to witness a shiny Charizard VMAX, not even just the V, it was the VMAX, so got that Gigantamax power. But yeah, that was really exciting. But the last thing we wanted to mention for TCG Talk today is actually, I made some pre-orders before we get into the last thing. I was lucky enough to get some really good deals on them, and sadly, I don't think anybody's going to be able to get this, but yeah, my buddy Wiz, he got me, I have a box of Battle Styles on the way. Well, not on the way, but it's pre-ordered, so it will be on the way eventually. So we're going to have lots of Battle Styles to open up on the show, and then we were also able to pre-order a 4-pack of the Mad Party, which is those new 3-pack pin packs that are dropping with Shining Fates, and we got all 4 of them, so we're going to have all 4 Mad Party pins, all of those cool Mad Party promos, and then last but not least, of course, we got the EV VMAX Shining Fates Elite Trainer box, so I think that comes with 10 packs, so we're going to have like 20 packs of Shining Fates, 36 packs of Battle Styles, and we're going to be set for this show. Lots of cool stuff's going to be opened, and yeah, that's definitely going to be exciting for sure. But yeah, lastly, for TCG Talk today, there were some more promo cards that were leaked, I should say, for Battle Styles. And we just wanted to talk about them, give a little brief opinion about the art and the card of each one. So we'll go one by one. You want to start off with the first one here?
Sure thing. To start off, it's a Umbreon card. I believe you're right. This is a promo. The moves are pretty, I don't know, pretty basic to me. The first one is Blindside. This attack does 60 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. We've seen other cards have a similar ability. And then the next move for 1 Dark Energy and 2 Colorless. Moon Mirage 80 damage, and then your opponent's active Pokemon is not confused. Again, nothing too crazy for a 110 health Pokemon. I do like the art though.
Yeah, what would you say about this artwork? Oh, I love how you can zoom in so well.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, I really like it. It's Umbreon under the moonlight. Looks like it's placed at a beach, and its feet are kicking up the water.
So
And
detailed.
yeah, I actually really like this art. It might be my favorite out of all of these.
But yeah, I really enjoy him kicking up the water. You know, he's got the city lights out in the background across the water. The moonlight's looking good, all the stars. Speaking of Umbreon, I was at GameStop earlier getting some packs for the show, and I almost picked up one of those Eevee and Friends. You know how they have all the evolutions and they have the little figures that you put together, and
Oh
it's like
yeah,
Eevee and Friends. They had the Umbreon one, and I was tempted to get it, but I didn't want to just because I didn't have any of the other ones. But eventually I might start collecting those because they're actually really cool once you get them all together. But yeah, I really like this Umbreon card here. Obviously, the moves aren't really all that because it is a promo card. I feel like with promo cards, you know, they're specific from the box they came from, and people are usually collecting them for, you know, that reason or the art. But anyway, we're moving on to Eevee, and this is a colorless 60 health promo basic. First move is one colorless. It's called Prepare. Attach a basic energy card from your hand to this Pokemon. So, you know, that's not awful. Depending on what you can evolve into from your Eevee, you know, it could get some good energy acceleration for that. Its second move is three colorless for 30 damage. Obviously, you know, that's a lot of energy for 30 damage, but if you had that. Oh, wait, I don't think triple acceleration energy would even work on this because it's a basic, but yeah, not so much going on with the attacks here besides that energy acceleration. I really enjoy the artwork on this one too. It's also Eevee at a beach, but maybe this is the Eevee that evolved into that Umbreon.
yeah.
But
I'm thinking with that one move, like you were saying, would be really helpful. The Prepare, where you attach a basic energy, it
true.
would be helpful if you had the Umbreon card with it.
Yeah, you can get that confusion attack off. That's always helpful. But another thing with these promo cards is they all have this like emblem on them to the right. It says Pokemon Card Gym. Now I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it says that these are upcoming Japanese gym promos. So I guess they might be doing some gym boxes or something, but um anyway, you want to give an opinion about this Eevee art?
Like you said, it's another EV, the regular EV at the beach. So, like I said, it goes along really well with its evolution of Umbreon.
Yeah, and I like the little twinkly stars on the side, and his eyes are just glowing. I like that. All right, you want to move on to the next one here?
Yes. So
This one's pretty exciting.
this next card is a Do Rio V. It's a common Pokemon. So its first move for one colorless is energy is relentless, and it says during your next turn, this Pokemon attacks deal 80 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon.
Okay.
So with that, you can also do the three colorless move, which is Rampaging Drill, and it does 160 damage, but the Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. So then the next move, you can do about 220 damage with this
Yeah. No, 240.
240 with this Pokemon. So
That's nuts.
that's pretty crazy for a V card being able to do 240.
And not to mention, this is going to be one of those newer Rapid Strike Pokemon. So, um, I know that they have the Rapid Strike Energy coming out. So you'll be able to place that onto this guy as well, which I think gives them two energy. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back into that. We talked about it last episode, but Yeah, I really like this Pokemon. It looks like it could have some great potential here. I'm not used to seeing normal Pokemon weak to lightning, so that's kind of interesting. And then, the artwork, it looks like it's kind of straight out of a video game or like Pokemon Go or something.
Yeah, I don't care too much about this artwork. It looks like very 3D.
Yeah, I like when
Like
they
you said,
draw and
it looks like you just went on Pokemon Go, found a Doreo, and
tossed a
just
Pokemon ball at
screenshot it, and
it.
that's slapped it on a card.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the CGI ones look alright, but it could be better. No offense, Pokemon, or whoever. No offense to Illustrator 5 band graphics. Alright, so going into the next guy here. Galarian Mr. Mime. He's got 80 health, a basic. First move is 1 water for 10 damage. It's pound. And then for 2 colorless, you have Find, which is search your deck for an item card, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Then shuffle your deck. He is weak to metal, has no resistance, and a retreat cost of 1. So, not too much going on here. I like the second move where you get to search for an item card. That could always be helpful. But the main reason I'm digging this card is his artwork. He's just like in the middle of a valley, just sassing whatever Pokemon he's going against, maybe. But
Yeah, he looks kind of almost like
he's kind of angry.
angry.
Yeah. Looks like he's ready to pound someone up with that 10 damage. But yeah, I like the artwork on this. I would collect it for that reason. You got anything else to say about this guy?
It does say that it is a reprint from Rapid Strike Master
Yeah, I
with new
saw
artwork.
that.
So I guess the moves are all the same, just they changed up the artwork for the promo.
Yeah, and so I guess that's that's the Japanese set because they're doing single strike and rapid strike, 2 sets. So I guess he'll be in battle styles as probably just like a promo in some other box. Whatever this gym promos are gonna be. Well, I guess we'll have to find that out. But it says here with the next one that this T-Pig here will be in the next Spring 2021 collector's chest. So you want to give a little brief description of this guy?
Yeah, it's again nothing too special. It does a 2 colorless move, ram for 20 damage, 2 fire, 1 colorless move, combustion for 50 damage. It is a single strike Pokemon, and it has 80 hit points. And the art is really cute. The little T-Pig is sitting like right by a log, and then the oh gosh, the evolution.
Yeah, I forget his name.
Why can't I think? I know because it's so sad because I have used this card making a deck before.
Yeah.
Evolution of it.
There's Pignite and Embor. I think that's Pignite. Yeah, it's Pignite.
Yes. So he's sitting in front of a log, and there's a Pignite lying behind him, looking like he's taking a nap. Yeah, that's probably my second favorite artwork out of all of this. First would be the Embryon.
Yeah, I would agree. They're doing good jobs with the artwork, I think, with these promos. I like the looks of them. And rolling into our next one is a very happy Cherry. Cherubi. He's 50 health, basic Pokemon. 1 grass is Leafage for 10 damage. He's weak to fire, has no resistance, and a retreat cost of 1. But I mean, not much to say about this guy besides he's just a cute little cherry. And he's got a sleepy cherry hanging on the side. So, yeah, he just looks happy frolicking through the trees and the grass and having a good time being a cherry.
Very true. I like just the Pokemon Cherubi, anyways. Cherubi, sorry.
Yeah.
But I think this is pretty basic.
Yeah, definitely kind of basic, but it's cute. I could see maybe if this was like a holo, I would get it as like a promo. But yeah, it's all right. It reminds me of when I used to play Expanded. I had a grass deck, and this guy evolved into Cherim, but Cherim made all my Pokemon have no weakness or something like that. So all my grass would fight well against fire. But last but not least, we have Honey, which is a supporter trainer. You can draw a card for each Pokemon V on your opponent's bench. And that alone sounds pretty decent because of all the V cards that people like to play. But yeah, I could see this supporter having some potential. I could see it being used in a lot of decks because of that reason. Anything you want to say about it?
There's also the full art promo that apparently came out of Honey. If you click on that bottom link,
Oh, is
there's a
that her name?
full
Because I was
art.
looking at. Oh no, that's a different girl. Because remember the one we were looking at yesterday? There's this one too.
Yeah. Yep, that's the one I was talking about. Which
I like it.
I love the I love full art trainers.
She's not as basic looking as most of them. But speaking of full art trainers, we actually before the podcast pulled a full art Olina, however you say it. So that was exciting because the full art supporters are actually raising high in price recently. If you check out TCG Player and just look at the full art supporters, they're up there, some of them. But yeah, that was the cards that we found, these promos that are supposedly going to be released in Japan, hopefully America too. But yeah, anything else you want to say before we move on?
I'm good.
All right, so now we're going to roll into
Who's it gonna be?
And for this week, we were both set out to find a Sirfetch'd card, but the problem was the Sirfetch'd actually only has one card, and we didn't realize this beforehand.
Well, normal.
Yeah, one of the
Surface, not a
normal cards.
V.
It has a V card, obviously, if you don't know about that one. I think it was a Champion's Path card, but we could talk about this Sirfetch'd real quick. Just since it was the only card that we could talk about. So it has 130 health. It's a stage 1, obviously, evolving from Galarian Farfetch'd. Its first move is 1 Fighting Energy, Pierce for 40 damage, and then it has Meteor Assault for 180 damage, 1 Fighting Energy, and 2 Colorless, but then it's not allowed to use that move again until it leaves the active spot. Now this Pokemon, it's not bad. I know it's in the theme deck for Galarian Sirfetch'd, and it fights pretty well with that 180 damage, but I think, the artwork is looking pretty banger. He's stabbing what looks like the cameraman with his giant leek sword. But overall, yeah, I dig this Galarian Sirfetch'd card. I've used it in the theme deck, and it's not a bad card. But anything you want to say about it before we get the next randomly generated?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I've used this card too, and it does have some potential when you like to play, if you like to play theme decks.
Yeah, I mean, not many cards in theme decks can handle that 180 damage, so if you can get that going, you're usually in the clear. So, yet again, unfortunately, that was the only Galarian Sirfetch'd card we had the chance to talk about. I thought there may have been at least 2, but I guess not. Alright, so we're going to do our random Pokemon generator for next week. And we got Flaffy.
Woo! Flaffy.
I like Flaffy. We talked about Flaffy last during the Christmas episode, that promo card with Flaffy and the presents. So, I don't imagine Flaffy having too crazy of moves, maybe more psychological things like confusion and whatnot. But we'll find out next week. There's definitely more than one Flaffy card, I can tell you that. But yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a break, guys, and we'll be right back. What is up, everybody? we are back from our break, ready to open some cards, fully refreshed. Let's do this. So this week we have 2 packs of Darkness Ablaze that I recently picked up today. Jill is going to start off. She's got a Scorch pack, and I got a Grimmsnarl.
Opening up the Scorch. Ooh, green code card. We don't like to see that. Okay, to get this online, you can use this code 9Q7NZZ6LK4TPK. And that is for Darkness Ablaze. What energy are you thinking?
Dark.
I'm gonna say electric.
Electric.
Wow.
Good at that.
So we have a Lewis, a Fletchender, a rare fossil, a Spinarak, Bouncey, a Dunsparce, Electrike, Galarian Mr. Mime, a Reverse Hollow Dartrix, and a Delcatty.
Big rare cat. Alright. Let's see what the Grimmsnarl pack beholds.
Something good, something good.
White code! Thank God.
Grimmsnarl.
Alright, so if you want to get this Darkness Ablaze pack online and hopefully get yourself a Crobat, you got 6JG, BBCC, WW9, 4YQ. And that is for Darkness Ablaze. I'm going to rip this code so I don't put it in myself.
I'm going to guess a dark energy just for the Crobat.
Facts. I hope we get a Crobat. That would be really cool. And we got Grass Energy, Simipour, Lunatone, Dartrix, Mareep, Pansear, Snubble, Tauros, a Rookidee, a Reverse Hollow Relicanth, and a Hollow Caparaja.
Woo!
We'll take a Hollow. I feel like you don't get many from Darkness Ablaze. So I feel like when you get a white code, you're like, ooh, it's going to be a V. So we'll take the Hollow Caparaja. We like elephants around here. Plus, they can't be affected by special conditions. So, Adam Tuttle, you got nothing on this elephant. Alright, so those were our card openings for this week. Hopefully next week we have something a little more exciting for you guys. Hopefully we'll actually pull some gold. But we're going to go into what did Jirachi do this week? And, not too eventful too much this week. But yesterday, I believe it was, our little old boy was starting to mess with one of the cats. And this cat is 10 specifically. She's blind in one eye. She's a big fluffy cat, but
her name is 10.
Her name's 10.
She's not 10 years old.
I think due to the fact she's blind, she's a little, quick-tempered. So if Jirachi comes over and starts breathing in her face, she might happen to, throw a swipe or, throw a few punches. But basically, Jirachi was, messing with 10, and he must have got hit in the face or something pretty good because he screamed like I've never heard before. It was like a yelp plus a scream. But I was checking his face out, I didn't see any marks or anything. I was keeping him away from the cat because, I don't want him to get scratched in the face or lose an eye because cats can be dangerous. So hopefully, he won't start with 10 anymore and they can become friends. But that's pretty much it for this week. There wasn't too much going on. Overall, he's been a pretty good boy. He's not getting into any trouble this week. So we can all give him a round of applause. Good boy, Jirachi. All right, so that was it for what did Jirachi do this week. Yet again, not too eventful. Just he got into a little a little quarrel.
Quarrel.
He got into a little quarrel. I'm gonna have to edit that. So now we're gonna roll into GottaCatchEm'All Pokemon Products. Jill, you want to start?
I was originally going to talk about this a while ago, or well, last week, and then we just decided to cut it a little bit short. But it is a Appleton, or Appleton, uh, life-size plush toy. It's from the Japanese Pokemon Center, and it's about $85. But man, is this thing huge! You look at the pictures, and it's just a giant, big old apple pie dinosaur. It's almost the bottom picture you can see, not the very last one, but the second to last one where it's by a chair. You could see it's literally looks like a footrest for a chair. It's like that big. I wouldn't even know where to put this, but I love it. I love when they do the giant Pokemon things. I remember like always wanting a giant Snorlax because you think, oh my god, it's so huge. Like, plus it's funny that it's life size, so I'm assuming maybe this is the actual dimensions of
Yeah, probably
Appleton, but
somewhere about. But yeah, this is really cool. I didn't even know they made things this big. But I also like Appleton as a Pokemon because there's Applin, and then you can in Sword and Shield, depending on what you find, I forget how to evolve it, but there's two ways you can either evolve into Appleton or Flapple, the weird dragon one. But personally, I like Appleton way better. He just looks so cute and friendly.
yeah, he looks like he's just slow moving and
I don't know if you noticed, but I like how that you can flip his eyes up and down, and make them
yeah.
look like eyes or ears. But yeah, I like this pick. I didn't know that they made plushes this huge. So yeah, if you know your way around the Japanese Pokemon Center, get yourself a life-size Appleton. Cool pick. Cool pick. All right, so my picks for this week, I was on the English Pokemon Center, American Pokemon Center, whatever you want to call it. But there was two bags that were in the new section that were just released. First, we have this Pokemon Active Duffel Backpack. It is $70, but looks like it's worth it. It looks like you can hold a lot of stuff in there. Um, whether you're going to the gym or, however you want to use it, because it looks like there's two ways you can wear this. You can wear it as like a backpack style, or you can switch it into the duffel bag and, make it like a gym bag or a sports bag or something. But it says it holds large gym accessories like shoes, clothes, towels. It's very durable, dual zip closure, and a roomy interior. And it's part of that active Pokemon collection, so you can also cap yourself some matching active clothes and really look good at the gym or something. But there was that released, and then there was another bag that released, which is also a part of the active clothing, active wear, whatever you want to call it. But this one is a lot cheaper. It's $20, and it's a cross-body bag. It's one of those that you throw over your arm or something. It's on the side of you. I like these bags. They're very comfortable, and this one's, pretty stylish. It's got Pikachu on it. The strap definitely looks durable. It's not going to fall off you. And yet again, it's part of the active Pokemon
Yeah, I like how
collection.
not obvious it is for a Pokemon product. Like I like how you just see in the little corner it's just a little Pikachu.
Yeah.
So it's like I like that look. I like that it's not like in your face like, hey, I have a Pokemon bag. But yeah, it's really, and it goes with the clothes that, like you said, that I've talked about
Right,
last
yeah,
week,
it's
the
part of that
active.
active Pokemon collection. So if you wanted to get some matching gym wear,
Yeah.
you can definitely match it up and look good. But yeah, like Joe was saying, the Pikachu isn't too visible on this one, so if you don't want people to know you're a super Pokemon nerd, maybe go with this one. But that's okay to be a super Pokemon nerd, because we all are deep down inside. But Yeah, I like this bag. I would definitely get it. If you're going to a tournament or something, a card tournament, you can fit all your decks and stuff in there and look cool coming in. Put your pins on the strap, look like a true gym leader, Pokemon trainer. But yeah, that was Gotta Catch 'em All Pokemon Products for this week. We're going to roll into the trivia before we end the show. Our trivia from last week was which Pokemon is number 1 on the original Pokemon decks? Jill, you want to give us the answer?
Why can't I think of the name? Hold on. Is it Bulbasaur?
Ding, ding, ding. It is Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is number 1 out of the first original Pokemon. Number 2 being Ivysaur, then Venusaur, and then it would be Squirtle's evolution. Or actually, I think Charmander's evolutions come next, and then Squirtle's. But yep, Bulbasaur is number 1. So, we're going to go into our question for next week. Out of all the starter Pokemon, which one is the tallest at its final evolution? And I think this is from the original 151 again. But out of those 3 starter, out of Charmander, or I guess I should say out of Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise, which one is the tallest?
Of the starter Pokemon?
Yeah, the final evolution
thought,
of the starter Pokemon.
I thought it was out of all 151. Because I was going to say, I think
like
it'd
the 3
be
starters.
Probably.
But their final evolution.
Probably Charizard.
All right.
Charizard.
So Jill's guessing Charizard.
I feel like the other 2 are, like, short.
I mean, we'll find out.
They're big, but they don't stand tall. But I feel like Charizard just stands up.
We'll see. But that's going to be it for our episode this week. We will get the answer for that question next week, so stay tuned for that. If you want to support us or help us out in any way you can find us on Google Podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave us a review, 5 stars, 5 stars. It would help us very much. If you want to leave us a question, an opinion, anything you want to talk to us about, you can email us at pokepodcastmon@gmail.com. That's P-O-K-E podcastmon@gmail.com. And lastly, if you want to check us out at anchor.fm/PokeNoobPodcast, you can leave a voice message or, check out all our podcast notes on there, all the episodes, anything you want to do. But that's going to be an episode. We're going to wrap it up here. Is there anything else you want to say before we close it out today, Jill?
Oh, no, not really. Just, have a good week, and we'll see you next week on the next episode.
Heck yeah, we will. It's been a fun one, kind of easy, laid-back episode, but I had fun doing it. So thanks for listening, guys. We'll catch you next week, and you guys have a good rest of your day.